G'day guys, Sam from the Cybermen here. Today we have a special best of 3. It is from the Store Championships. This is the final, which is Shenron versus Ginyu. It's a really tense match. They go for 3 rounds, so take a look and enjoy. Alrighty, so we have Shenron on the left and Ginyu on the right. This was the final round of our Store Championships. Both players undefeated. Ginyu starting us off here. So it was 4 rounds for Store Champs and both were 3-0. Vegeta coming out and Shenron player dropping a card. Charging the counterplay. So Shenron attacks and looks at the top 5 for a Shadow Dragon card. I believe he's going to grab a 1-star ball or a 2-star ball. It looks like 2-star ball coming out. It's an interesting matchup this. I think Ginyu is for me the strongest deck in this format. But Shenron can win because it's also really oppressive. Ginyu just has the ability to draw 2 every turn if you set up properly, or +2 I should say, whereas every other deck in the format only pluses 1 with the leader. So what you do is you attack and that gives you a Ginyu Force from the deck, and then you draw a card as well. So where every other leader is just searching top 5 or drawing 1, this leader is playing a card and drawing 1 for the 0 energy, which is really strong. So he's already paid 2 energy and got 2 15k beaters out, plus the Guldo, which is allowing him to look at the top 5 and place the cards on the top or bottom of the deck. And it's not the same as top, arena or anything, it's and or bottom, so you can place them half at the top and half at the bottom, which is pretty cool. So he's just deciding he wants the Jace to hit first, obviously, and then draw it into what looked like the Ginyu. I'm not sure. So attacking, playing Jace and drawing a card. Yeah, Ginyu the Body Snatcher. So already for 2 energy, he's got 3 beaters on the field, plus he's hitting for a 10k with leader. Very strong. Attacking with Jace, so Jace looks at the top 3 and rearranges again. He's got a Demigra in hand, so he's not gonna grab that most likely, put them at the bottom. Grabbing the Guldo, so if Guldo's removed he can grab it next turn. Swing lead, taking it, 15k again. I know this Shenron player likes to just build his hand up and take all the early hits, so it looks like he's doing that. Block the 10k because that's simple, drop a card. Sorry if you can hear my wife in the background, she's just on the phone. Shenron player charging a Haze and thinking about his life. The interesting thing is when I saw Shenron leader initially before the set came out, I thought that the Activate main tap 6 to bring out 7 Shadow Dragons. I didn't think that would really happen very often. 6 energy is a lot, but in this I've seen it happen almost every game in the set 10 format, just because it's so hard to get through the defenses of the big Shenrons. With Ginyu you can steal those Shenrons, so it's probably less likely, but it is just very difficult. So with the 3-drop coming out, you can take a 4-drop or less Shadow Dragon from the drop area. Attacking. and he's just explaining what that does, I think, being able to restand. Comboing out, playing this on top for free, and then attacking a double strike now. You almost wish, as the Ginyu player, he just left the Jace on second in the pile so that he could play it, and then you wouldn't have to waste cards on defending this one. But what can you do? Honestly, I'd prefer to kill the Guldo here. I mean, he knows he's got one in hand, but he would have to spend 2 energy to get it out. Jace is good because he pluses 1, but if you're looking at top 3, you may only have one Ginyu target, and you might want to leave that there for the leader play skill. I guess it just depends. Alright, passing turn. I'll be back in 1 second. Apologies, I'm back. I was just going to see if my wife could move to another area of the house because she was very loud. So Guldo, again, like I said, doing the top 5, choosing what's going to come out. So if he gets any sort of Ginyu Force out, which it looks like he is going to with Berta, then he can awaken this turn. And it looks like he's going to grab the Ginyu as well, which will let him steal the Haze Shenron. Get a free double strike if he wants to do that. Attacking leader. Yep. He actually should awaken here during the attack, probably, just to put more pressure on. I feel, but I don't know if he's got some other plan. Ginyu awaken is just draw 2, so oh no, okay, he said hold on, I'm going to awaken now. So 15, there you go, that's the right thing to do. So that forces the life to be taken. Shenron down to 4 now, I believe. Yep. So Haze Shenron has been taken now. So swinging double strike at the leader. So that removes double strike and it can't be restored, not that it would. So that's a single strike 20k now towards the leader. And I reckon Shenron player might just take this to get him down to awakening range. So he is playing the double striker now. So swinging in to leader. Ginyu play's hand isn't too strong, so now that he's at 3 he can awaken, draw 2 and Untap one. So he just comboed that out using the Ginyu on board, which is smart. Swing leader. 15k. Looks to me like there's not much the Shenron player can do this game, but he probably will be able to get out of this. I was trying to figure out why I was comboing so much. I forgot when that 4-drop Ginyu comes out, it makes all the Ginyu Force plus 10k. So these are 25k attackers coming in, and this is a 30k double strike now. So you just probably try and dump hand. It depends if he thinks his opponent has more combo power. He doesn't. He's already used a few super combos. You could force him to drop 4 cards here, or 2 super combos. 30k, double strike. Playing conservatively, which is probably the right move here. He's still got, I think, 8 life, or 7 life. Dropping 1 for the Unison. Oh, here we go. That's nice. So Ginyu comes out and gives the Unison plus 10k, so it's a 25k now. Still I don't know, I feel like he should have pressed more, maybe played the Unison earlier. I don't know. That's alright. Still a lot of time to kind of use that board before Shenron is able to do anything. Yeah, there you go. So I agree. I think the Shenron player knew that he wasn't gonna be able to win, and since it's a slow deck, you don't want to waste time in a best of 3. So that is smart. Just doing the side decks. Interesting that Ginyu player is showing what he's changing. Normally I wouldn't show people. Putting an extra double striker in there. Taking out his dormants because he figures he doesn't need that wide board defense, which is probably true. Interesting putting in a 3-drop negate, that's weird. Maybe he's thinking like a hard negate against those big 30Ks might be better off. I think this player doesn't have the Ginyu promo negate, otherwise that would be a better option. So Shenron player likely choosing to go first. Although going second with Ginyu's pretty good because you get the extra draw, plus you get bonus, like playing a card on your first turn and getting that attack going. So not sure which way he'll go. I just think with Shenron you need to go first against these aggro type matchups to stand a chance, so we'll see. Shuffle your deck more, please. Just having a chat while they shuffle. Alrighty. Yep, Shenron player going first, charging a 3 energy haze. Tapping 1 to play the Jiru. Looks like he didn't get his ball that he wanted, which sucks. Searching for a 1-drop yellow card. Attacking later. Just asking what he searched off that. What the? Why didn't he attack with his later? That is very strange. Maybe he didn't know what the top was, but I feel like you would still attack anyway. So this is great tech against Ginyu and other aggro decks. This Unison is just such a pain in the ass when you're playing a deck that relies on 15Ks, because you have to attack the Unison before you can attack the leader, unless you want to drop all your whole hand when you're attacking. So dropping 2, drawing 2. So now Shenron is 15k. It obviously doesn't matter as much on this side, but when you're awakened it's a 20k and it's so annoying. I've played this matchup before and I find it very painful. Obviously any yellow deck can run Gogeta, but Shenron, just because it's so defensive already, it's very annoying. Grabbing a 1-star ball. Thinking about whether to combo. I would attack the He doesn't want to attack Demigra because he knows that he'll give him more cards probably. So tapping 2 to play Raccoon, yeah, which comes out in rest mode, and then playing Guldo. Using Guldo to look at the top 5. Thinking about options here. So you don't want to see Raccoon because they're already there, but unless he'll probably get removed next turn. I would have gone Jace, Ginyu, something, then Raccoon, because he's going to draw it for turn next turn. I don't know if he realizes that. Swinging leader. I definitely would have tried to pressure the Unison because he could have killed it here very easily with 3 15k attacks, and he's not doing it. That's very annoying. I don't think he realizes how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be if he gets a few more markers up. Oh yeah, he can rearrange the top with the Jace anyway. Forgot about that. Just thinking. Should have kept the Raccoon there. Definitely should be attacking the Unison in my opinion. Charging 4-drop haze. So that Unison's going to go to 4 now, just makes it even harder to remove. If he wanted to keep Guldo in active mode, he could have just attacked it with the 3, the leader plus the Unison and Jace, but he did have the blocker, I guess. And he could have attacked it with Guldo if Shenron player blocked. Anyway, I'm sure there's a method. So attacking Jace with the Unison. Attacking Raccoon again. tapping 1 for the 1-star ball. Tapping 1 to play the 4 drop. So this card is also a pain in the ass against Ginyu, because you can't attack to play your Ginyu Force. Usually a lot of the time I'm able to awaken when they play it, so then you can attack. I actually think he came over to ask me if that's possible. Which it is, because it doesn't keep it in rest mode. It lets it restand, it just can't attack. So when it awakens, it can. +1, drop 2 yellow cards, draw. Draw 2. So it's like, do you put the 9 drop down? It looks like you do. Attacking Raccoon. Passing turn and restanding the 9 drop. Charging another Unison. Funnily enough, with Demiga there, obviously if he can use the skill of Ginyu to take the 9 drop, it's better, but he can use Demigra to clear that board there, kill the 9 drop and then kill the 3 drop as well, which would be nice. He'd lose the Demigra Unison, but sometimes things are more important. He could also have one in hand to +1 instead of using the +1, but I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. So he can't attack and play a card because of until he awakens. Oh. Plusing 1. Attacking leader. So, Berta's Unison still... Berta's skill still works at the end of turn. So he still gets to restand and look at the top 3. But he obviously can't... passing turn, very interesting. he might not have realised that Berta still restands, because what happens is the end of turn happens, Sin Shenron's effect drops off, and then the game checks if there are any autos that weren't resolved. Guldo's auto, not Guldo, Berta's auto hasn't resolved, so it restands and looks at the top. The top three. So what is it? 4 energy now, so you can get the Unison out to awaken, but, you know, is it worth doing? In my opinion, I think he should have kept the Demigra in hand to plus, and then he could have minus 3 and got rid of that board. So Gohan, when it's played, switches one of your opponent's battle cards to rest mode. There's Guldo. And then 30k swinging into Guldo. It just makes you think, what is Sin Shenron's game plan here? I know, you know, you might be waiting for the tap 6 and play all those Shadow Dragons, but it's just like, it feels like you're just delaying the inevitable here by cleaning the board. Oh, SCR, that's nice. There we go. Probably the smart move. Play another Gohan to rest mode one of the other guys, probably Berta. And then attack it with the Unison. $25. Just got mixed up with life. Tapping 2 to play the SCR because he has 5 1-drops in the drop area. Could have saved an energy by comboing the other. Ooh, attacking. That's interesting. Is he able to awaken? Because then he can't restand that. Might be worth minusing 4. Oh, he's going to plus. I wouldn't have attacked with the SCR there. I think he might have realised his mistake. Although, leaving Sin Shenron 9-drop in rest mode means that if it's stolen, it can't attack, which is a positive, I guess. I feel like he misplayed and didn't realise. I was thinking he was awakened already. Especially when earlier in the turn he tried to draw off the super combo by accident. So it's like, you can still block, you know, 4 attacks or so with that. 4 or 5 attacks. Before it definitely dies. I mean, you still have to combo out. So you can pay 4 for that Ginyu and just straight up steal the 9-drop. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's a lot of like a high cost, but you can do it if you need to. Can't get rid of that with Demiga Unison, but you could -2 now to get rid of the 9-drop and, you know, the other blocker or the super combo. Probably a smart move. -3, sorry. Just thinking about tapping 4 to play that. In unlimited, or in standard format, tapping 4 for that is very bad, but in this format, especially against a yellow deck, it's actually decent. I mean, you know that your opponent, like as a yellow deck, can't do anything to affect you. Cards coming into play other than rest them, and even if he rests them, like that card gets sent to your opponent, so it's even worse for your opponent if it's in rest mode. So thinking about Overrealm here. Tapping 4 for the Ginyu. Taking the 9-drop, and then he gets to draw 2 because he's the master of the auto. Not too shabby, mate. Pretty good. You could minus that and KO the 4-drop and the 3-drop, or KO the super combo, but he didn't. Swinging leader, block. Passing turn. This is where, even without the 9-drop, this deck becomes a bit of a pain in the ass with the plus 5k and then that blocker that keeps blocking. -4, so now opponent can only untap 2 energy, so he's only got 2 next turn versus 5 or 4, which is what he would have, and then he gets a charge 1. So he'll have 3 energy. Not too bad. Makes the wall much easier to get through. That's why he minus, because he's going to get rid of it. So that means that he's going to probably -4 and take the Shenron back, and that would proc the skill, so he gets to draw. Why did he only -1? Play a 1-drop. Should be -4 there. Yeah, there we go. Awaken, because he's got Mecha Kabura in play. Place underneath to +1, which is good, means he can block and tap one of your opponent's energy down. Looking a lot better for the Shenron player this game. I mean, we obviously don't know how it's going to go. Pressuring Demiga. Honestly, if I was the Ginyu player, I'd be taking life here so you can awaken. Game 3. Felt like the controls too strong. It did look, from our point of view, like he wasn't going to be able to overcome that defense. To think, I mean, depending on what the Shenron player have, but to think that in the early turns, if he just attacked that unison and got rid of it early, might have been such a different game. People kind of don't think about Gogeta in this deck that much. It's just so strong, especially against the aggro that we see from Ginyu and Pilaf in this format. Because your deck is already hyper defensive as a Shenron player, so having the extra 5k is just kind of icing on top. We know that there aren't really negates in this format, so being able to tap out without worrying about your energy and giving yourself a 5k buff for the turn is pretty amazing. So I assume the Ginyu player will be going first. Ooh, putting the Demigod Unison back. I didn't see if he had any in his other hand, but I feel like that would be a perfect turn 1 play, especially if you're going first. Yep, so he must have had one already, had 2 in hand already. Wow. Must have mulled and then got another one. Tapping 1 to play Juro. Such as Mecha Kabura or a 1 cost, which the super combo is, which is a pretty good target for that. Again, it doesn't look like he got his balls in time, unless he's trying to play more like last turn where he played them a bit later. There's the ball. Can you play Taking Life instead of dropping a marker from the Unison? Wow, playsets in hand here, almost. Tapping 2 for Guldo. Allowing you to go top 5. Attacking leader, playing the Raccoon, drawing a card, and then playing Jace. Smart play there because he drew the Jace off the leader. Top 3, choose a Ginyu Force, add to hand. You reckon I would add the Raccoon? Because then next turn you could set up to play that Ginyu, and that would be your awakening, but that's fine. Putting the cards at the bottom, interesting. 15k to leader, taking it. 15k to leader. 15k to leader. 15k again. So many 15k hits. Turn 2, pretty good. that was a really nice start for Ginyu, being able to pressure so much. Shenron turn 2. Attacking Guldo, looking at the top 5. There is a Shadow Dragon target there I can see, yep. Comboing to 15, getting those 1-drops in the drop area. So stunning the leader, and then attacking Jace. So the Ginyu player wants to keep these alive because he only needs to play 1 more next turn, and he's golden to awaken at 8 life. Or 7 life, I believe, something like that. Yeah, and it looks like he'll be able to do it, I think. Decisions, hey? You want to use Guldo, yeah. Can't attack with leader. Oh, there's the SCR there. Put that second, I reckon. Two freezes. Ah, interesting. SCR at the bottom of the deck. So you'd probably want to play the 2-drop Ginyu, I think he had, did he? Oh, he might have comboed it off. He's hoping to find one with this. Attacking leader. Will the block come in? No. Can't attack with leader. Huh? Didn't he stun the leader? Wow, interesting. Maybe he stunned Jace. That was... Ooh, I would not have done that. I really feel like that's a bad move doing that. Looking at the top 3. Did not get the Ginyu he needed to awaken. He must have comboed off that. He had a 2-drop Ginyu in hand kind of towards the start of this game, I believe, but he must have comboed it off. I thought he did anyway. Attacking with 15. Another 15k. Yeah, I think he might be planning to get rid of the Demigo Unison for the freezer. In which case he should have just got rid of that Shenron with the minus ability rather than, you know, just getting an attack in. Maybe not. Passing turn. Ginyu Leader's not even in the picture anymore. You all know what's happening with him. Wow. Alright, that's pretty good. So here's the overwhelm that kills probably all three of the Ginyu Force, yep. They go to Warp. Very strong. Taking into the 5k. So 0 energy for a board wipe, which is pretty awesome. Taking the Unison. Drawing a card. So I know he has a 9-drop in hand, but whether or not he wants to go down that route is a different story. Tapping 1, bang, here comes the 9-drop. Attacking the Unison with him. So Ginyu can now awaken the traditional way. Tapping 1. Oh, there you go. So Dodoria comes in and sends that to the drop area. Really good card in this matchup. It's if you have a green Unison in play, you tap 1, play that card, and if the card coming into play has an energy cost of 2 or less, it goes to the drop area instead. Thinking about life choices, it seems. I think your first option here is to awaken, draw 2. Why not get more deck knowledge? Because then you can tap forward to play that if you want. Take the Shenron, so you're drawing 4 cards, awaken, and 2 for the Shenron ability, which is pretty good. So this is obviously for the win of the gold Shenron SCR and all that stuff, so tensions are high. Drawing 2 to awaken. So 15k to leader. I feel like if you're gonna take that Shenron, you should take it before he blocks with it, so that you can Yeah, have it in active mode, so that's a 30k. So you can attack with the 30k, try and push the life. He then has a double striker in hand that he can pop that. Oh, he hit the Ginyu. He's also got the overarm in hand there. You can see the Miki Kabura in Shenron player's hand, so next turn he can take his 9-drop back. Yeah, I feel like he needs to attack with that 9-drop, try and pressure to 1 life, and then play the Body Snatcher Ginyu for free and hit double strike dump hand. But I don't know if he will do that. I don't know if there's a release from Evil in hand as well that would stop the double strike. The Ginyu hand size is obviously much greater than the Shenron player. He will draw 2 when he gets rid of the 9-drop. Yeah, I think this is probably the right call as well. Just attacking and pressuring, even though he's already on 2 life. It's probably smart, so that because he's got the overarm in hand as well. I don't know. I think this Ginyu player is a very cautious player. But I feel like he could definitely win. Yeah, he passed turn. I reckon all he had to do was play that Ginyu the Body Snatcher and attack and dump hand. You know, worst case, he has release from Evil, but that's just going to stop the double strike, and there's already only 1 life left, so what can you do, you know? What's the point? Having that double striker. And then it's a 30k on board, plus it is then dump your hand. I don't know. I feel like there was no way the Shenron player would win if he did that. He also had the overarm, so even if he comboed out of the 9-drop overarm attack, because he couldn't use Haze Shenron on the Ginyu Body Snatcher, so he'd have to dump his hand to survive. And then if he did survive by some miraculous chance, then the 6-drop could go in and kill him. Haze Shenron can get rid of the 6-drop because it's higher than the energy cost, but if he made him combo his hand already, then no point. So I assume we're going to see a Mecha Kabura here. Look at that hand. Like, the Ginyu player's hand is just insane. At this point, I think, as a Shenron player, I don't know what you'd do. if he wasn't awakened yet, he could, you know, try and play the SCR and Miki Kabura. Those two together might help you with the 2 blocks and get the revenge blocker like he did back. That's it, passing turn, so I think we're going to see GG here. So we just attack with leader and drop your hand. Can't care the leader, so Guldo, draw a card. Since Shenron blocked that, I guess he just knows like when the attack goes through, he's dead. He's just making the opponent work for it, I suppose. So it don't really matter. So you can now play the Ginyu, take the 30k. I don't know why you would bother, but maybe to draw more. I feel like just attack, man. Just do it. Just finish him off. What is happening? Trying to get more cards. Yeah, play that, buff your Unison. So Unison's 25k. Interesting. Yeah. In Shenron player being able to draw 2 cards. I feel like it's overkill. It's cool, you know, now all the battle cards are 25k and that's a 30k, but why bother? Yeah, that's it. Good game. Thanks for watching, guys. So Ginyu took out Store Champs. That was a really tough battle for both players, I think. Ginyu should have had it a turn earlier probably, but what can you do? Cheers. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe to keep up to date on all the Dragon Ball Super content. We want to thank Grand J Games for all their support and remind you to use the code CyberMen5 at grandjgames.com for 5% off all your singles needs. Cheers.